What you talking about now, Cine? I don't know, but you're gonna get some nuggets out of it though. But first, make sure you subscribe to the channel and turn that bell on. There's a new video series dropping every Friday at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time with the random jam session whenever I'm in my bag. You do not want to miss out. Also, be sure to check out my books, man. The link's in the description below, right along with my vegan class if you're trying to go plant-based and stay plant-based. I'm telling you, it works. Oh, and lastly, be sure to follow me on Instagram at _just_scene_. The nuggets I don't put over here, I put over there, so you can always get me when you need me. But you ain't really coming for all of that. Peace, love, knowledge, and freedom. I'm out. So, from that perspective, going in, you know, to where I was with that, I had to heal that shit within myself. And I realized there was a lot I had to close out of that relationship. You feel me? I was done the moment the person cheated on me. Like I wasn't done. I ain't gonna lie. I wasn't done because I was like, I was so deep into the shit that I was like, you know, okay, I ain't gonna tell nobody. You don't tell nobody, and then we'll just act like it never happened. You feel what I'm saying? I forgive you, let that shit go, act like it never happened. Because nobody knew. She told me directly. The only person that knew was one of her best friends that didn't even live in the same city. So nobody knew. But it was like, she got disrespectful with it. When I say disrespectful, I mean disrespectful. Like, dude was driving her car, and he was driving her car like around the. He was driving the car, being seen by our friends, and our friends like they was like, "Yo, what's up with bruh? Like, why she doing this shit?" And it was like, "Oh shit, like here it is." So it was like I was gonna forgive all of that. I was gonna let that shit go. So that's a part of the checklist, you know, that I can't carry into another relationship. Like, you know what I'm saying, shit like that. So. You know what I mean? All of that shit, the brokenness and all of that. Like, I wasn't completely done even after that shit. But it got, like I said, it got disrespectful. You feel what I'm saying? I invited her to my mom. Like, even after the fact, I invited her to my mom's birthday. She shows up and got a hickey on her neck. I'm like, yo, bro, like, and then it's like, you did that on purpose. And I know you did it on purpose because you wear a tank top. Like, if you had a hickey and it's like, you feel me? You was trying to, you know, at least, okay, I ain't trying to get caught or nothing like that. You would have did something to try to cover it up. No makeup, nothing. Just a full tank top. Like, it's right there. Something like, yo, you got a fucking hickey on your neck, like, damn, like, you, like, okay, cool. Then after that, you know, after that, she got pregnant, and it was like, damn, like, yo, you really still pressing this shit, bro, like, why can't you just say you done? You feel me? Why do you want to keep going through and, you know, putting me through this shit? Like, what the fuck did I do to you? Like, you feel what I'm saying? So, shit like that, you know, compound. So when that happened, when the pregnancy shit happened, I was done for real. I was done. Like, I couldn't take it anymore. Like, at that point, I couldn't take it anymore. I was like, yo, I'm done with you. That's it. But the relationship wasn't closed. And because it wasn't closed, I was still going around seeking the women I was seeking the relationships with the women that were a lot like her. And I noticed like the women were still like her. I was like, yo, why the fuck do I keep attracting her? Because that relationship was open, so I wanted a positive aspect from her that I knew I wasn't going to get from her because I was done. So every woman that I kept involving myself with was so much like her. But I was like, I want something good to come out of this. You feel me? I want something good to come out of this. I don't want the pain. I don't want the heartbreak. I want everything that I envisioned and I thought was supposed to come out of this relationship, I want to happen. And that's not always the case. When you done with a motherfucker, you gotta complete the relationship too. No matter how bad it hurts, no matter how hard it hits you, no matter how deep it cuts you into your core, you gotta complete that shit. You feel what I'm saying? You gotta complete that shit. Like, my homies, they told me, like, one of my best friends, she said, bro, I wanted to cry for you so bad, but I knew that if I cried, you would cry. And she said, and as much as I wanted to do it because I knew you needed to, I knew you didn't want to. You feel me? She's like, I knew you didn't want to. I knew you weren't going to. You know what I mean? And I was like, fuck that. I'm not crying. Like, fuck that. You ain't break me, yo. She did, though. I ain't even gonna lie. Like, my nigga, like, yo, that shit broke me to my core. Like, that shit fucked me up. Like, I understand from that perspective. Because it's like, they say, you know, when men cheat, it's not emotional or whatnot, we just, whatever the case may be. And that may be true, but cheating is still cheating. And when a motherfucker cheats on you and you have an emotional attachment to that motherfucker, yo, that shit fucks with you, yo. That shit sends you into a level, like, I don't give a fuck. Like, I know homies that can say, yo, fuck that bitch, she ain't do shit like that, but deep down in your core, that shit hurts you, motherfucker. I know, because it's like, when it's all said and done, I talk to my homies and shit, like, You know, we put up that bravado. We tough with the shit, but behind closed doors, that shit hurt, and that's something that we need to like let go because that pain ain't good, bro. That pain ain't good. That's why I ain't got no hair now. Like that pain ain't fucking good, bruh. You feel me? Like we hold on to that shit and it doesn't do nothing but, you know, make our chest tight. Make our chest tight, make our shoulders like so tense and shit. Like, you know what I mean? And that's not good energy because, you know, it fucks with you. But and that's just on a grander scale, period, of all people. You feel me? Like we need to when it comes to that, be done with that relationship.